been a while. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just I just been focusing on a lot of different things, and with this car being a huge setback, I made sure my head was out of that cloud for a minute. But it looks like things are finally starting to clear up. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just gonna go get a battery. This one got some really shitty voltages, but I'm gonna pop that in. We're gonna do some test runs across the block in the car, drive it. I sent 2 logs out already to my tuner. He checked them out. As of right now, we're having slight issues with a trigger sync. I don't know why, but the trigger sync is pretty much like turning on and off, I guess, or just something's up with it. I'm not sure how to diagnose it yet, but I'm working my way on trying to figure it out. Okay, so they didn't have any yellow top Optimas, and they did not have the specific one I was looking for. Battery right now, I think it's a little janky now. It's getting pretty shitty. It does the job as far as getting the car fired up. So I'm gonna give you guys a cold start. Yeah, so everything is so far pretty good. It's starting up again. It takes a little while. I don't have a idle air control valve, so that's why it's a little rough on cold starts, but everything sounds really good. Okay, so it's a little hard to hear me right now, but I had issues at the dyno and I figured it out. So whatever we diagnosed and we ruled out, we thought it was my fuel pump for the reason of the fuel pressure dropping. I ordered a new fuel pump, I dropped it in, and I put new spark plugs in. The car's running really fine right now. It's at 2.19 bar for fuel pressure. Intermediately like dropped here and there on the dyno to the point where it just stayed really low and the car was acting up really bad. Insufficient fuel pressure. So I swapped all that, and now the car's running really good. And the pressure is where I told you it was. So we'll see what happens. So this is what I'm looking at right now. So right now I'm looking at the bar right here where it says the fuel pressure. So it's reading it by bar. Basically, to translate it, 2.88 is around 40 psi fuel pressure, and it's pretty consistent. It doesn't drop at all. So, and it's staying consistent. So even when I drove it and I logged it, it was pretty good. But I'm gonna log it again. I'm gonna show it. Everything looks pretty good. Okay, so while driving the car, it was breaking up a little bit at low RPM. It wasn't a misfire. I think it has something to do with the trigger, either a cam sensor or a crankshaft sensor. The trigger thing I pointed out to you seemed to be an issue. If you watch the ECU during cranking, you'll notice the trigger sync has delays. In the ECU, you'll see a trigger sync tab / indicator. It was intermittently working on and off. After further research, I am going to swap these sensors out. So this is my cam and this is my crank. Been doing a few been researching a little bit on what causes these to act up and what it does to the engine, and all the symptoms it's giving me is what my car's been doing so far. So, you know, these little suckers are like 170, 180 bucks a piece, and I'm kind of pissed I gotta spend money to try and rule out the problem, but I think I'm gonna have to do it anyway because it is giving me those signs, and they are old sensors. I do not know when they were last swapped, and you know, it is an imported engine. I don't know what the hell they did to it before, what was swapped or not. So hopefully this fixes my issue along with this one, and then I mean, I'm just gonna start the car up and really stops it, because if I pop new ones in and it's continuing to do the same exact thing, then I have another issue. But other than that, we should see results, I think, with these. So I'm gonna hope for the best. I'll order these on Monday from the shop. Hopefully I get a little discount, and that way I can move forward with this and fucking finally stop messing with these headaches. So yeah, I took the camshaft sensor out, and I got the crankshaft position sensor out. Alternator's all loose in there. You know, definitely working on cars, especially when you're building something you're like totally unfamiliar with. You know, this is my first JZ swap, you know, anything. And especially when you're starting with like a whole custom harness, the first time you're doing a standalone, all this stuff is just really all brand new to me. And I'm not 100% sure on everything. So, you know, there's a few things that there's actually a lot of things I've learned throughout the process of this, but still skeptical because I'm not a professional. Everything that I do here has been done in my garage, and I've been trying to learn it at my best knowledge because it's one of those things I want to learn. And it gets frustrating at times because you don't have the people that want to help you sometimes, or you just get frustrated. I get frustrated, but it's mostly because, you know, it's wrong information or guessing this, guessing that. So I have a lot of great friends and a lot of people that I know that have been helping me out a ton, but it's just one of those things where it takes time because, you know, these people have different schedules, so do I, and, you know, things don't always work out. But I'm really hoping I could figure this thing out to throw it back on the dyno soon. And yeah, well, here we are again. I really hate this fucking engine bay color and the clusterfuck I got going on, but it's gonna get changed. I wasn't 100% happy with the color, but disregarding that and moving straight to the issues I was having before, I got ID 1000s in now. Pretty much the old injectors that I had that I just showed you right now were some other name brand, not very known. I got them recommended by a few guys. A few guys told me about them. They said they had similar setups to mine, so I kind of took their word for it and bought them. They were obviously half the price of Injector Dynamics, so we ruled out the issue that maybe those could be causing the way it's running. So I think 2 of them Injector 6 and number 2 were staying open for too long. I don't know why. Maybe whoever built them, honestly, don't know what it was, but he said he never had issues with those. So, you know, I took his word for it and ran them for as much as I could until I decided to say, you know what, fuck this. I'm buying some reputable brand injectors. That way I can know 100% that's not the issues. We did the cam and crank wiring. We did all shielded wire. So we ran that one there, and that white cable that you see, those 2 white ones, is cam and crank. So we ran them and pinned them into the ECU. Made sure our signal wasn't jumping around all over the place. So that's kind of so we got that issue ruled out. We got a brand new fuel pump in, and I cleaned out the fuel rail, put the new injectors in, and now the car's actually running a lot better. It's 100%, like it's really responsive compared to how it was before.
What up, dog?
How you doing, man?
Not so much, man. Sorry I'm late.
Nah, you're good. You're good. We ready, bro. They say third time's a charm, huh?
Hopefully.
He said he started throwing that shit.
Dude, I forget. Holy fuck, man! Oh, you're good. Jesus fucking Christ.
Thing's running at 18, 19 psi around there. It's like 18 point something. That's when the wastegate opens. So to make it comfortably close to 500 horsepower. But I'm still scared to really get on it because I have a really bad alignment. My steering wheel shakes a little bit, so I'm gonna go get an alignment right now and then